But notice how when he was murdered, they didn't go and grab a constitution. They grabbed a Bible. And once you get that Bible in your hands, the Constitution makes way more sense.
Thank you.
Courtyard where it all happened. It's now open to the public again. There's lots of people coming here, placing flowers, cards, things like that. The university is already making some changes. They're replacing the grass where Charlie Kirk was speaking with pavers. And there are several petitions online asking the school to make this into a permanent memorial.
When Charlie passed away, the response was immediate and telling. Instead of people rushing to legal documents, they grabbed Bibles. That one moment changed everything about how people understood faith and law together. The cracks in the family had been forming long before any courtroom got involved. This wasn't sudden, it was building. The memorial service hit different. Charlie's parents were destroyed, sitting in silence while their world fell apart. But then something caught everyone's attention. Mary Kirk showed up looking visibly uncomfortable every single time she and Erika made eye contact. Those moments got recorded, posted, and blew up online. The internet had a field day analyzing every uncomfortable glance, every tension-filled interaction. The family's pain wasn't staying private anymore. Meanwhile, Erika kept pushing forward. She showed up publicly, handled her responsibilities, and kept moving despite everything crashing down around her. Her determination was noticeable, even with all the family drama spilling into the public sphere. Some family members went quiet with their grief, while others didn't shy away from the spotlight. People noticed this stark contrast immediately, and it became a major talking point across social media.
Podcast, I have a We Are the They member, a good friend of mine, the man that did my Zen garden, but also the guy that was hired to pave over Charlie Kirk's scene. So we got a very fascinating human being, Mr. Dan Merrill. Dude, good to have you on the show.
Yeah, thanks, brother.
Let's just kind of cover this Charlie Kirk stuff first.
Okay.
And then I want to kind of get into more of your story and some other stuff like that. One of the reasons I wanted to have you on the podcast, it's just fascinating. That was probably one of the 3 or 4 most impactful moments of our lives as far as, a national event goes. And you got thrust right into the middle of it.
Yeah.
So what exactly was your role? What happened? How did that all come about for you to be the person they called? I mean, I think, one of the reasons I wanted to have you on, you haven't really told your story, but you've been getting a lot of and people that think you're part of the conspiracy. And I just wanted to kind of really get into how that all happened for you.
Sure. Well, so interestingly enough, I came and met with you about your Zen garden. That was right when it happened. I was on my way back to my shop in Provo, and I saw 6 different precincts flying past me in the commuter lane.
As legal matters heated up, wild stories started circulating about what happened after Charlie's death. Most of these claims haven't been verified, though they deserve serious questioning before anyone accepts them as truth. Dan Merrill barely got mentioned in all this chaos. While bigger names dominated the conversation, Dan stayed in the background. He called himself a contractor, just someone doing the job assigned to him. In the beginning, he treated it like any regular construction gig. Nothing major, nothing strange. Construction jobs happen constantly with pressure to meet deadlines. For Dan, this seemed routine at first, no reason to think it would blow up nationally. He had no clue this would become massive. Then months passed, and Dan spoke openly about how intense the timeline actually was. Suddenly, people looked at the whole situation completely different. What seemed like regular construction work became highly questioned. People started asking hard questions about the speed, the sequence, the urgency. A real battle started between 2 camps. Some wanted the site preserved as a permanent memorial to Charlie, kept exactly as it was, while others believed moving forward and starting fresh was necessary. As more attention hit the story, every single change to the site sparked intense debate and serious emotional reactions. The whole thing exploded into arguments. Some observers were shocked at how fast decisions got made and work started, wondering if rushing meant missing important stuff.
I'd like to be useful, where I can be help, So I texted the guy, I said, look, I don't work on Sundays. My guys don't work on Sundays. I'm happy to call you on Monday. What's a paver emergency? So he sends me pictures of right where Charlie was murdered. And he says, we need to put pavers in this place. So I called him, and the guy seemed like a genuine good dude. He says, look, we don't have a whole lot of answers. We're told by, people above us that we've got to put pavers in, today and tomorrow. It needs to be in by Monday. And we've never done pavers. We've never installed them. And we want to make sure we do it right. And he says, would you come help? I said, 100%. So I went and got I got my trailer. I started calling my guys, and none of my guys answered. And so I started calling my other guys, my brothers. And then I called another, so I put together this ragtag team.
Others pushed back hard, saying there were solid, practical reasons to move quickly when things were this difficult. Reports online suggested Charlie's parents got uncomfortable about certain decisions right after his death. But what they were really upset about stays unclear and heavily disputed. Each side painted totally different pictures of what happened, convinced their version was right. When legal stuff moved forward, tough questions came up about how things were handled in the aftermath. Even public figures like Candace Owens spoke up to criticize Eric's actions. These criticisms centered on fundraising and public appearances that happened soon after the tragedy. But these statements are just one perspective. They aren't confirmed facts. She came straight from a media appearance and dropped something personal. Charlie never felt comfortable in their Scottsdale place, she explained. He actually vibed more with the condo, felt like he belonged there. The way she said it had people talking instantly, emotions running hot. Then leaked audio hit the internet, supposedly from staff meetings, and things got messy fast. People were saying Erika talked about merchandise sales connected to the memorial going through the roof. She pushed back hard.
And as far as why Erika is lying and covering for Dan Flood, we're gonna need to get to the bottom of that. These are not little lies, these are huge lies. These are big lies. She's covering up for bad people, and it doesn't make any sense. She's welcoming bad people into the foray of Turning Point USA for money. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Since his assassination, it's also awakened a sleeping giant. Charlie Kirk's mission and his Turning Point movement have seen tremendous support. Newsweek reports more than $6 million have poured in so far to honor Kirk and his family across various fundraising platforms. Plus, 4 of Charlie Kirk's books have rocketed up the bestseller list on Amazon. One of them, Stop in the Name of God, Why Honoring the Sabbath Will Transform Your Life, won't be released until December, but is already number 2 on the list. Also, the producer for the Charlie Kirk Show announced Turning Point has received over 32,000 inquiries to start new campus chapters. Turning Point currently has 900 official college chapters and around 1,200 high school chapters, with a presence on 3,500 total. Charlie's vision to have a Club America chapter in every high school in America, which is around 23,000, will come true much faster than he could have ever possibly imagined.
Claiming everything she did was out of respect for Charlie. But plenty of people weren't buying that story. The recordings blew up the internet and sparked real questions. People couldn't ignore one massive contrast. Charlie's parents stayed completely quiet and private while Erika was everywhere. She kept showing up publicly, leading her organization, making moves. That difference alone drove people crazy debating it online. Supporters and critics looked at the exact same events and landed on completely opposite takes. Meanwhile, people started digging into Erika's past, pulling up old messages, photos, and social media posts, trying to build a picture of who she really was. None of that stuff proved anything concrete, though. Commentators started noticing something else. Old casting tapes showed a different version of Erika, more outgoing, more media-savvy than the controlled version everyone saw later. This sparked massive debate about whether there was something deeper going on. Some people thought it proved she was hiding who she really was. Others said you can't just judge someone on old clips and social media scraps.
Everyone is asking why I even went to the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and it was because many of the journalists in that room have attempted to dehumanize me, and I wanted to meet some of them face to face, quite frankly. Why have a conversation about me when you can have a conversation with me? So, for example, a journalist from the Daily Mail came up to me. She introduced herself, and she was very gracious. She was saying, "You look so beautiful. I'm so sorry for your loss."
That didn't tell the real story at all. Meanwhile, Charlie's parents went to court worried. They filed petitions because they believed certain things needed serious attention. Court documents showed major disagreements about what was best for the granddaughter. Everyone had different versions of events. That just made things more complicated and emotional. The court case blew wide open, and the spotlight got intense. This whole thing went from private family business to public drama. People everywhere were talking about it. While lawyers battled it out, people started questioning Erika's charitable work too. A project she ran in Romania got brought up and analyzed. Claims got thrown around, but nothing got proven solid. Then Charlie's grandparents stepped in publicly. They wanted a say in what happened with their granddaughter. Erika stayed front and center though. She kept running Turning Point USA, kept making appearances, kept the whole situation in the spotlight. The emergency court order came through as a temporary decision based on what judges knew at that moment. Reports started circulating about concerns over the child's living situation. People wondered if Erika's crazy schedule with work could actually handle everything.
There you go. Oh, look at all the thumbs up. Look how cute that is. Sorry, this is a little bit more informal than probably Charlie would be reacting. How sweet. I didn't know they could do that. I hate Zoom. I never like Zoom. Sorry, you guys. I just wanted to say first and foremost, my heart obviously is broken for you guys as much as it is for our family. You guys lost not only a boss, but someone that you looked up to, someone that you believed in his mission, that you also that you loved. You loved listening to his show. You loved hearing his wisdom on things. I'm sure some of you have also had very personal moments of where you sat down.
The whole mess kept shifting and changing, with each new update making everything even messier. The legal fight was nowhere near finished. The court's temporary ruling wasn't a win for either side, it was just hitting pause. The deeper questions, the real beef between them, still had to get answered. Tons of huge issues remained completely unresolved. Future court dates were coming and they were going to be just as explosive and revealing. The court's decision hit social media like a bomb. Opinions flooded in from everywhere. Some people backed Erika hard, impressed by how she was handling all this pressure. Fans called her resilient and strong, like she was fighting through a storm. But plenty of others were skeptical and cracking jokes in the comments. People were totally split on what they thought. On the 13th of March 2014,
February 13th, 2014, Jillian replied to one of Erika's tweets by saying, @Erika Francevy, gorgeous as always. A few hours later, she then tweeted, why did @Erika Francevy just send me this? Laughing emojis, and there is a photo which says, this Valentine's Day, I am going to touch your b-. Jillian posted this tweet on March 6, 2014. So Erika says, let me call you, hold on sweetheart, give me a wow. And then Jillian says, okay, and puts laughing emojis. Erika then says,
Jillian dropped another screenshot from her text with Erika. More stuff from their back and forth came out. Erika gives her some real advice. Listen, drink water tonight. Skip the alcohol and stay away from salty stuff. Trust me, you don't want that bloated feeling. Jillian hits back with thanks. But then Erika gets serious about it. No alcohol. I'm serious. Jillian comes back with a joke, calling Erika an age-checking smart aleck before laughing it off saying, I haven't had my coffee yet, my bad. This moment showed the real human connection between them, light, playful moments mixed with serious talk. These were real people stuck in a crazy, complicated mess. Then things got wild. They were playing around in their messages. Erika's dropping hints and Jillian's trying to figure out what she means. Seriously, what are you getting at? Just tell me already. The whole thing was like a mystery neither one wanted to fully solve. There was genuine chemistry and playfulness happening even while everything was chaotic around them. Fast forward to the 26th of March 2014.
Sex too, but not from you, lol. Holy laughing emoji. You always make me laugh. I don't bat for the other team just yet. On March 13th, 2014, Jillian shared another screenshot of her text messages with Erika. Erika says, I forgot to tell you, hydrate tonight. No alcohol, and don't eat a lot of salty foods. You don't want to look bloated. Jillian then responds, thank you. Erika says, no alcohol. Really, Erika? Age recognition, you twat waffle. Apparently, I haven't had my coffee yet. What the hell, Erika? Laughing emoji. Well, on that bite, ... note, You Siri. Come on, hashtag the struggle. What are you trying to say, laughing emoji? Spit it out, you twat waffle. On the morning of March 26, 2014, Jillian tweeted, I just want to be somebody's woman crush Wednesday. Is that too much to ask? That evening, she then tweets, thank you at Erika for making my whole week, and she shares this photo, and the photo is of a gnome, and it says, I want to be inside your lady garden.
Jillian posts on Twitter, I just want someone to make me their woman crush Wednesday. Is that too much to ask? Such a real, relatable moment. Just wanting recognition and appreciation. That same night, she tweets out massive thanks to Erika for making her week amazing. She even posts a weird garden gnome photo with a wild message on it. It's funny, sweet, and totally unexpected. Shows how much humor and affection they had going. If this story grabbed you like it grabbed us, smash that like button. Subscribe so you don't miss our next deep dives into crazy stories. Share this with people who live for the drama and plot twists. Drop a comment down below, tell us what you're thinking. What's your take on all this? We're dying to hear your theories. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.